everyone and welcome back to my channel. A few days ago I found a new online thrift store. I used to buy at FlatUp, but they don't ship to my country anymore. So I found a new one and I was very happy. I found this one and it was marked as a dress, but when it came it turned out to be a romper. And you might know I'm not a fan of rompers. I don't like jumpsuits, so this was not really what I had in mind. I did a video before where I turned a jumpsuit into a dress, and I must say that is my mostly viewed video here on my channel. And I make all kinds of things from scratch, really nice garments I think, but that one is my mostly viewed one. So I thought, well, I will take you along to show how I make this romper into a dress. You can see it is very short, so I have to use the sleeves that are open to make it a little bit longer, because for a romper I think it's already very short, but for a dress it is really too short. So I have to use these and hope that I have enough fabric to give it a little bit more length. But the fabric is very nice. I think the color is very nice and bright for summer. So I'll take you along and show you how I'm gonna do it. I have to find out how I can do it, how much fabric I have. So I just show you how I figure that out. So what you do is you lay your garment flat on a surface and you find your mid-front seam here on the top of the bottom part, or when it's a whole piece then just your mid-front seam. And what you do is you're gonna enlarge that seam. So you take a ruler and a marker or pins, doesn't really matter, but you mark the extent of your mid-front. Make sure you also add seam allowance, so don't just follow the mid-front, but add your seam allowance, and then mark where you have to cut that. And then when you sew, you can just sew in the same line as your mid-front was, and your mid-front will be just longer until your seam will be. So you do that for every part, your left and your front, your left and your right front, and your left and your right back. When you have cut those lines, you have something like this. So it's just like your mid-front and your mid-back seam is not sewn all the way down. So what you do is you just pin them together and you sew your new mid-front and mid-back seam. And then already your romper or jumpsuit has become a dress. You see, just do that for the front and the back and sew that down. Already now your romper has become a dress, and it is very quick and very simple to do. It's just a few minutes. I think it takes more time to put your sewing machine on the table, because this is just very simple to make like this. Now I'm going to continue with taking off my sleeves, because I need that fabric to lengthen my skirt. You can do that with a seam ripper. I will just go with my scissors and just cut it off, because I think I will just make the shoulder a little bit smaller also. So I'm just going to cut this off and try to save as much fabric off my sleeve as I can. out my sleeves. I took off the elastic on the bottom of the sleeve so that I have another 2 centimeters extra. Now I'm gonna cut them straight on here on the top because I cannot do anything with the head of the sleeve. And then I'm gonna separate them. This was the opening of the sleeve, so this is already finished. Wait, I didn't. Oh, this is the other way around, like this. This is the opening of the sleeve, so this is already finished. This has a hem, so I'm gonna cut it open here on the seam, so that will be the top. Then I have 4 pieces and I'm gonna make a circle out of that, and it will be the ruffle for underneath the skirt. So I gathered the whole ruffle and I did it for every quarter separately, because when you accidentally pull out your gathering, then you don't have to do the whole ruffle again, then you only have to do that quarter. And it's also best to pin the quarters by the ends and then make the gatherings fitted to the skirt part. So that's what I'm going to do now. I pinned it on the side seam and the mid front. Then I'm gonna pull on one of the threads of the gathering and make sure that the width of your ruffle is the same as the width of your skirt, and then distribute the gatherings nicely over the whole part that you want to pin. Because the bottom of my skirt is already hemmed, I'm just gonna sew the skirt on top of the ruffle. That's why I also already finished the top of the ruffle, so that I can just sew this skirt hem on top of the ruffle like that, and then it is nicely finished already. And now the only thing I have to do is finish my armholes, and I will do that with just a really small rolled hem and sew that down, and then my new dress is done. And from romper to dress, and you see it is a totally different style like this. This is more me. I'm really not a fan of the toddler romper style. I don't know. If you like it, please like it, but it's really not my style, and this is way nicer to do. You saw it was very easy and quick to do. It's really just taking out the crotch and making a new mid front and mid back seam. Of course, I wanted to lengthen it, so that took a little bit more work because I had to take the sleeves out and put them on the bottom of my skirt. I was sad that I didn't have more fabric to make the ruffle a little bit more gathered, but it's okay like this. I think it's nice, it looks nice, it's nice and flowy, and I'm very happy with the result that you can have in just a few minutes. So I hope you understand what I did. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section and I'll get back to you. I bought a few dresses, I think it's only dresses, in that online thrift shop that I really like, but of course I have to adjust them because nothing fits me the right way. So if you like me to show you how I do that, then leave me also a comment down below and I'll video when I make those adjustments. Otherwise, I will be back making a new garment from scratch the next time. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!